On February 1st of 2026, the mayor of Fishers, Indiana, stood before a room of reporters to deliver the message no community ever wants to hear. It pains me today to let you know that after extensive investigation, we feel that Hailey is deceased. Mayor Scott Fadness' words confirmed a family's worst nightmare. What began as a search for a missing teenager had spiraled into a multi-state homicide investigation, uncovering the dark side of online gaming and one predator's calculated deception. This is the story of Hailey Busby. For 4 agonizing weeks, Hailey Busby's family and her entire community held on to hope. The 17-year-old was a bright light, a wonderful big sister, and a student excited for her future. She was also a gamer, at home in the digital world where so many teens find friends and community. But it was in that world that she made a connection that would turn fatal. A connection with a man more than twice her age, living in another state. Her story is a devastating reminder that the most serious dangers can be hidden just behind a screen, waiting to exploit the trust of an unsuspecting teen. The night of January 5th, 2026, was the last time Hailey Busby's family saw her at their home in the enclave at Vermilion neighborhood in Fishers, Indiana. By the next morning, she was gone. At first, police counted it as a potential runaway case, but Hailey's family knew something was terribly wrong. Her father insisted that she was in danger and that someone she'd met online had helped her leave. The family quickly mobilized, creating an army for Hailey and pleading with the public for any information. Her face was suddenly on flyers, billboards, and all over social media. The investigation started with Hailey's digital footprint, but the most important clue wasn't on the phone she'd left behind. It was tied to an unknown vehicle that had been spotted in her neighborhood the very night she vanished. Using technology, detectives traced that vehicle to its owner in Columbus, Ohio, 39-year-old Tyler Thomas. When police first questioned him, Thomas spun a false story. He admitted to meeting Hailey on an online gaming platform and picking her up, but claimed he just dropped her off on the side of the road in western Ohio. It was a lie. Investigators knew it. The search intensified as the FBI joined local police. The investigation led them to Thomas's home on Hunter Avenue in Columbus, and then to a short-term rental in rural Hocking County. Using drones, K-9 units, and ground searches, they found evidence proving Hailey had been at both locations. But the most disturbing discovery came from Thomas's own phone. According to court records, detectives found a video he had recorded of Hailey, and they found that he had tried to delete it. On January 31st, Tyler Thomas was arrested and booked into the Franklin County Jail on initial charges of pandering, obscenity involving a minor, and tampering with evidence. The grim announcement on February 1st that Hailey was believed to be dead shifted the case from a rescue mission to a recovery effort. Authorities now believe she was killed just days after her disappearance. That same day, the search came to its tragic end. Following information provided by Thomas's own defense attorney, who stated his client was cooperating to give the family closure, investigators located Hailey's remains. She wasn't found in Hocking County, where the search had been focused, but in nearby Perry County, Ohio. Tyler Thomas appeared in court on February 2nd, where his bond was set at $1.5 million. His lawyer indicated that Thomas had turned himself in and assisted law enforcement in locating Hailey's body. While the initial charges were filed, authorities have made it clear that homicide investigation is far from over, and more charges are expected. The loss of Hailey Busby is a tragedy that highlights a clear and present danger to young people online. Predators use the anonymity of gaming platforms and social media to groom and manipulate. This case is a painful, urgent wake-up call for families to have open and honest conversations about online safety. Talk to the teenagers in your life about the risk of sharing personal information and meeting strangers from the internet. Make sure they know they can come to you without judgment if they ever feel unsafe. A community is now in mourning for a 17-year-old girl who was, in her mayor's words, a bright light in the family. Hailey Busby was a daughter, a big sister, and a friend with a promising future. Stolen from her loved ones by a predator who exploited her trust. While the fight for justice for Hailey will now move through the courts, her story has to serve as a powerful, permanent warning. It's a call for vigilance from parents and a cry for caution from young people navigating the complex social world of the internet. May she be remembered not for how her life ended, but for the bright life that she lived.